What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, my people's channel. What's going on? So listen, check it, man. ESPN reporter Michael Benson reports that, Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez, Cinco de Mayo weekend possibly could be made. What y'all think about that? And at the same time, it's like they're lining up a fight with Jaime Munguia versus John Ryder next. Reported by Michael Benson himself. Now, there's a lot of fake news. There's a lot of real news in the air. We don't know what it is until you see the fighter actually post it on their Instagram or actually say it from their mouth. Unless if it's Ryan Garcia, because he said he gonna fight Pacquiao. He gonna say he gonna fight this guy, that guy, and all that. And sometimes it just never happens. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. No shade in the game, but you gotta keep it 100, right? So listen. In this fight, do you guys want to see it? Does it make sense? Yeah and no. Like I said, Canelo Alvarez signed a 3-fight deal with PBC. It's not like we haven't seen this before in the past. Guys like Devin Haney that, had signed deals with Eddie Hearn and a great relationship with Eddie Hearn, go to Top Rank, sign a 3-fight deal with Bob, 2 with Kambosos, 1 with Lomachenko, and make the fight actually happen, and then come back to Eddie, and that's what he's doing right now with Regis Prograis, right? But is that what's happening here with Oscar De La Hoya? Now, we all know that Canelo Alvarez don't really like Oscar De La Hoya, but in reality, this is a business. If it makes sense, it makes money, we got to do it, right? Especially when you're lining up towards the end of your career and you're thinking, hey, I'm gonna fight 4 more years. That's what Canelo Alvarez said. So if you're gonna fight 4 more years, you might as well make the best out of it. Build the resume up, and just fight guys that are undefeated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like Eddie Hearn say that Jaime Munguia got one of the worst resumes in boxing when it comes down to how many fights he has and where he's ranked. He's basically saying that, that Jaime Munguia has ducked a lot of action. Now, people all wanted to see David Benavidez versus Boo Boo Andres, the winner of that fight, fight Canelo Alvarez Cinco de Mayo. But it seems to me that they might fight, Mexican Independence Day in September. So when you line up someone's career and you line it up and you want to fill up the schedule and you're like, all right, I'm the king of boxing. I'm selling my pay-per-views and I'm getting 50 million a fight. It's not a bad idea, right? Let's be honest. 2 Mexican fighters. I believe that Jaime Munguia would put in a lot better performance than Jermell Charlo. Do I think that Canelo Alvarez becomes victorious in the fight? Yes. Can Canelo Alvarez knock out Jaime Munguia because Jaime Munguia got the cojones to actually want to win the fight? Yes. So, in reality, I do see why they could make this fight. I could see why it makes sense. Do the fans want to see it? Probably absolutely not. Do I think, is it stylistically it would be a fun fight? Yes. You got Jaime Munguia, a volume puncher. We got Canelo Alvarez, a guy that breaks you down, hits you with, 1 shot, 2 shots, cuts the ring off. Real alpha in the ring, you know what I'm saying? So, what you think in the comments section? I mean, if Jaime Munguia can knock out John Ryder in his next bout, which was a former opponent of Canelo Alvarez, was like that was the fight that he had before Jermell Charlo up in Guadalajara and in his hometown. So I mean, he went the distance with John Ryder. Got hit a lot, was a fan-friendly fight for the community, the Mexican community. They love that rock'em sock'em robot type of a fight. That I hit you, you take one to get one. But in this fight right here, it just seems to me that people really wanted to see Canelo fight, the winner of Demetrius Andres and David Benavidez. But like I said, guys, we've heard it from Canelo Alvarez's mouth. He loves boxing. He wants to stay in boxing for 4 more years. So let's be patient, man. guys that support Tank and that ride for Tank and are real friends of Tank, support him for whatever he does. Well, Canelo got the same fan base, but even more people. So as fight fans, we got to stay patient. Do I think that it could be a cool fight? Yes. If you like drama, the Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez fight will be drama. I do believe that Canelo Alvarez will be victorious in the fight. Like to see if Jaime Munguia can give Canelo Alvarez problems when it comes down to his volume puncher. I think that his punch might not be enough to keep Canelo honest, but then again, we would have to see. That's the beauty of watching the sport. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this matchup. Do you think it's fake news, real news? And, it's Cinco de Mayo, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe it could possibly be, make it happen. And it might be a signed deal even before the Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez fight even go down, due to the fact that people don't want to be called a duck. You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all think in the comment section? Is Canelo Alvarez ducking my behalf? I don't think so. I think he'll fight. I think he will fight the winner of Demetrius Andrade and David Benavidez, which is a 50-50 fight, maybe 60-40, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to give the edge to Benavidez, but you also can't look past Boo Boo Andrade, southpaw. Very unorthodox, very, what do they call it? It's just a fighter that just gives you hell, because when it comes to the basics, there's nothing that Boo Boo Andrade does as basic. It's crafty. It's some people call it sloppy. I don't. I call it more like they call it something there. They call it a awkward fighter, right? That's what they say, an awkward fighter. Let me know what you think in the comment section, though. Do you feel like there's a duck situation here? Do you think that this is a good fight? Do you think that it's more for the Mexicans? Do you think it's more for, Canelo Alvarez fan base? I like the fight regardless. I like what they're doing. If I was a nightclub promoter and, I needed to line up my schedule, and I understand that they're lining up their schedule. So Canelo Alvarez brings the numbers, brings the money, and that's what happens, man. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll be chopping it up tonight. There's so many things to talk about in boxing. It's been moving, it's been grooving, but I love it. Like I said, do you think this is real news, fake news? And do you like the matchup? Much love. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media. I'm out.